Hello, hello. My name is Brittany.
And I'm Kate.
And we are
The Fools.
Join us as we explore everything spiritual, astrological, and overall mystical.
Don't forget to follow your intuition, but more importantly, follow us at The Fools.
We're here.
We're here.
Oh shit, I yelled that. Sorry. You guys, we have been trying to figure out how to make this work for the past 10 hours.
It just is part of learning something new.
Yep, that is true. So if you're here, thank you so much for joining us. This is The Fools.
Yeah, and hopefully we're going to all learn something new together.
Yeah, so me and Kate have known each other for a couple of years now, and we were tossing around the idea of starting a podcast just because we're just so funny.
So talented.
So beautiful.
So hilarious. Just the list is endless.
So humble. And I don't know, I feel like I want to talk about our spiritual journey. I don't know if it's weird because we're like woo, but we're not woo woo.
Yeah, we're very normal people.
Yeah, but we are going to be talking about kind of our spiritual journey. I need to turn myself down in my ears. So I guess let's start with how we got into the
dark arts.
The dark arts. I feel like you started way before me.
Yeah, well, I took a vacation to New Orleans when I was 17, and that just really kicked it up for me, because I was dating a boy, of course, aren't we all, in high school, and I got...
The love of your life. That's so you thought.
Clearly. No, I got 2 different tarot readings from 2 different people in New Orleans, and it's voodoo capital of the world, just a lot of energy in that city. It's pretty crazy, and they gave me essentially the same message, 2 different people, and even some of the same cards were pulled. So for me, it was really bizarre, because I got that second reading just to be okay, well, let's see what this person has to say. And then it was very similar, no, you should break up with him. What you're thinking is what you should do.
Follow
and I
your
was
intuition.
Damn, dude, okay. So I got home from that vacation and dumped it.
It all starts with a boy.
Yeah. Well, and I bought my own cards too, and that's where I really started exploring and experimenting with friends, reading them, and just getting into the spirituality side of it.
Yeah, I feel like tarot cards is a great way to kind of dip your toes in the whole...
Yeah, it's
universe.
a great self-reflection tool. I think it's great for, I don't know, because usually you know the answer inside of you. It just helps you get there.
Ugh, I can't wait to talk about that. The intuition and following, your inner self is so hard. For me, so I've always loved witches and stuff like that. I don't know if we really want to call ourselves witches. It has such a negative connotation in society, unfortunately, but I don't really give a fuck, so. But I've always I loved Charmed when I was younger. I have a spell book from when I was in the 4th grade. My mom found it, so whenever I visit my family, I'm going to grab it. And then obviously I'm really into Harry Potter and that type of stuff, but I never really took it seriously. I was just wished it was real, I think, until I talked to your friend Raven, who is clairvoyant.
I don't know what you'd really call her. She's just special.
Yeah, she's special. She doesn't really talk to spirits, like ghosts, but talks to your guides, which is a different energy field. At least that's the way I kind of understand it. They're in a different dimension. So we were doing a full moon ritual, the Scorpio full moon, and we were burning things. I don't know. I guess it would have started... I don't know why I was, starting to follow the full moon. I feel just because, Jax just unplugged my headphones. Wow. Yeah, I don't really remember, why I started doing, full moon stuff. I feel you were just into it, and I was this is fun.
Yeah. Well, I think by that point, I already got you that planner that had the moon phases in it as well. I
guess I've always been interested in astrology. And then you were kind of, telling me about it, and then I was oh, what are the big 3 and all of those things. So that was kind of researching on the surface, but I do remember the pinnacle point is when Raven FaceTimed Kate on the full moon, and I hadn't even spoken. I'd never met this girl in my life, and she immediately started giving me a reading from my spirit guides. and it just like resonated with me so hard, and like she knew things about me that there was no way that she could have. And from then on I was like, all right, so I've always felt like we weren't alone in the world, but then that kind of like confirmed this like universal truth that I was not sure of. So yeah, that's where it started for me. And then now I've taken quite the deep dive.
Yeah, you really plunged in.
Yeah, I don't do anything half-assed. I guess that is a Virgo trait of mine. So if you're joining us here, you're probably interested also in spirituality in some sense, but also just like learning more about yourself. You know, I do want to talk about the universe, but also when it comes down to like the other little parts of it, which you can be into whether you believe in an afterlife or not, which is like astrology, crystals, meditation, and all that type of stuff, I think all kind of intertwines in this family. Did I miss any? Probably.
I'm sure there's a lot.
There's a lot. So that's kind of like the overall umbrella of this podcast. But yeah, I feel like we should explain why we called it the Fools.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so the Fools is the classic major arcana tarot. Well, the Fool in general.
But they're still messing up.
It's a 0. So it's like the beginning of a journey. It's really like encompassing like starting something, beginning something, and maybe like not knowing everything about something, which is definitely who we are.
Totally.
And not to mention, we're hilarious, carefree fools. We're your jesters. We're your spiritual fools.
Yeah, we want to make this fun. I feel like as much as I love the mystical side of everything, we've noticed that when we're researching into all things witchy, it's just so serious all the time.
Or just like such a monotone, rhythmic
peaceful
sound. And it's like, that's not all the way I want to explore. I want to explore it in a more fun, carefree way that you could joke about. Yeah, because it's all supposed to be fun. Life is fun, right? It's a journey. So we are not claiming to be experts on anything. This is our fool's journey, and we're just taking you along with us. So come on, while we do weird things, read weird things, and explore our own spiritual sides. Yeah, our spiritual journey. Astrological charts. I don't really know a ton about astrology, so that will be interesting. That'll be a fun one. Do you want to pull a tarot? Yeah, let's do it. The boxes are up there. Great. I'll go since you've got Jags. For our listeners, not viewers, we are also posting this on YouTube. So if you search in The Fools, you can find us there on YouTube. So we thought like a fun way to begin all of our segments, even though we're technically ending this one, with a tarot pull. So let's ask Universe how this podcast is going to go. Should we do 1 or 3? Sometimes 1 is like a little scary. What would the 3 It's like too certain of a question. But what is the 3? It's usually like the future, past, and present, right? Yeah. But we can just do 1 and see. See what they say? Oh God, spirit guides don't let us down. How are we going to do that? Are you going to pull it or am I? Or are we going to... Maybe we both pull 1? Maybe we both pull 1 and then we'll try to see what we get from the message. And then we'll alternate. I don't really read the jumpers, sorry. Yeah. Unless it's like 1 that's like crazy. And then from week to week we can alternate our... Or just pull hella decks. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot. Oh great, my camera battery's already dying. I think something that's also going to be really fun is like interviewing modern mystics as well. Mm-hmm. Like for sure getting Raven on here. The Hanged Man. Ooh, I don't know what that means. Okay, it says associated with breaking away from old patterns. Ooh, we're having a breakthrough. You know, it makes sense. I mean, this is definitely a whole different thing where I've never done a podcast before. Yeah, same. This is something I also struggle with tarot. Is they always say like pull with your left, but I'm left-handed. So I'm like, do I pull with my right or is my left hand? No, your least dominant hand is your more intuitive hand. Okay. That's what I always say to people. Okay. The Magician. Okay, so we've got some breakthroughs happening, some infinite vitality, We've got a magician. How beautiful. I love that dude. Look at him. Should we show them?
Rocking out.
And the magician is the 1 card. So that also kind of goes with our 0. Like 0, 1. That's kind of an interesting pull. Communication.
Oh.
Okay. And
Great
timing. Aware that the ego does not create itself alone. Magicians open themselves up to the magic of life. How beautiful. They have intuitive feelings for all aspects of communication. And the coin indicates material and financial fields. The wand, the head of Anubis, represents the philosophical, religious, and spiritual arenas. And the cup symbolizes communication of feelings. Wow. We're going to alchemize some material, aka content.
Yeah. to get
some immaterial results in our spiritual life.
I love that.
Yeah. Really cool way to start it off, I think, actually.
I think that's great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for listening. I think we're going to end this intro episode. Don't forget to subscribe here on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, wherever you're watching/listening.
Yeah, we'll be back. Yeah. So come with us.
Okay, bye.
Bye.